everyone, so today's cue card is describe a time when you did a lengthy calculation without using a calculator. So usually when we do calculations in lots of subjects like mathematics or any other subject, we usually use calculator because the nature of lots of calculations is very lengthy. So but here we have to explain that we completed the calculation but without using the calculator. So there are three questions that we need to explain. First is when was it? So when, we have to describe the situation, like when it happened. Where was it? Where was we sitting? We were sitting in the class or somewhere, we have to explain that. How did you do it? Means we have to explain which method we utilized to complete the process, how we completed that calculation without using calculator, and how did you feel about it. So we have to express at the end how did we feel after completing the task. So in the cue card we have this keyword that we usually select in the beginning because we need to add the introduction according to the keyword. Here I have selected the keyword calculation. You can take both the keywords, lengthy calculation, it's the same meaning. So the introduction is calculations are involved in almost all subjects. Either it's about solving questions in mathematics or lengthy derivations in physics. We know that in all of the subjects mathematics is an important part of all subjects. Either it's learning some years in the history, doing derivations in physics or mathematics. So I have just mentioned two subjects, like I want to mention that how mathematics and the calculations are common. And after that, amenity of calculator, because in the cue card they are also highlighting calculators. So we can say amenity means facility of calculator has made the calculations facile in nature. It's very easy nowadays to use calculator and complete the calculations. Facile means easy. So it's very easy to complete calculations with the help of calculator, as it can solve it in the blink of an eye. So blink of an eye means in few seconds, means in a very short period of time. So when we do the calculations by using calculator, it's very easy to solve it in short period of time that we are mentioning here. And after that we can jump into the topic. So firstly have to explain when was it. So here we are saying today I would like to talk about a time when analytical thinking was utilized by me to solve complicated calculation rather than using calculator. So here the situation is, I would like to talk about a time when I completed the complex calculation but I did not use the calculator. So when it happened, this incident took place when I was a sophomore. What is the meaning of sophomore here? The students who are in second year of college, any top type of graduation they are doing in any subject, when we are in second year we can call ourselves sophomore. So I was basically in second year of college at that time this incident took place. A complex question of abstract algebra. Abstract algebra is a branch of mathematics. You can take any other subject also. So here I've just mentioned abstract algebra. So abstract algebra question was given to me by the teacher. Bestowed means given. You can use the word given also, but I added the bestowed means given by me, given by the teacher, mathematical teacher. And after that, firstly, so means when we receive the question, what happened? We have to express our feelings. I felt timorous. Timorous means I felt nervous on the moment. Obviously we use calculator, but on that time we had to complete it without using any calculator. So in the beginning we felt nervous, as I was habitual to use. Habitual means the task which we do regularly. So we are so addicted to use calculator. Here I am just mentioning the addiction. So I was habitual to use calculator for such arduous calculations. Arduous means difficult calculations. So most of the calculations which are difficult in nature, I was habitual to complete it with by using calculator. So when I got to know that this time I have to do this manually without using calculator, so I felt timorous on the moment, I felt nervous on the moment. I thought it is impractical, means I thought it's not possible, means it's next to impossible for me to do the task, to finish the task manually, means without using calculator. So in this point we are just mentioning our expressions, like when we got the question and what were our expressions and the feelings on the moment. After that what happened? However, after a few minutes I decided to make an effort. So I thought, why not to make efforts if it would be wrong, at least I should give a try. So we can say I decided to make an effort. Unification was done by me to solve the calculation accurately. What is the meaning of unification? So unification is a method in which we separate the whole question into sub questions, because the sub questions are very easy to solve, they are small in nature. So instead of doing the complex question in one go, we just divide it in different portions, and that's what we call unification. And why we are mentioning the unification here? Because they were asking how did you do it. So this is the answer of this question, how did you do it? We selected the method of unification to solve the calculation. So unification was done by me to solve the calculation accurately. Accurately means without any sort of errors. Although it was a lengthy procedure, obviously we were not using calculator, so it took lots of time to perform, but after a few minutes I completed it. So it's a lengthy procedure, we are saying. Without calculator it was not that we have done within few seconds and within blink of eye. So it was very lengthy procedure on the moment. I felt delighted because in the last question they were asking for our feelings, how we felt about it. So we can say I felt delighted means I felt happy. So I felt happy after solving it. My teacher also praised me for my endeavors. For my endeavors means efforts. So my teacher noticed my efforts and he or she praised me that finally I have completed the calculation without using calculator. So this extra we are adding at the end. After that, now we have solved it and we got the praise as well, we got the result in accurate manner as well. So after that I started doing complex calculations without any electronic equipment regularly. So we did it for once and we thought why not to do it for multiple times. We started doing it regularly on regular basis and felt ecstatic means happy. Again, this is a synonym of happy. So I felt happy about it that I am now able to do this on regular basis without using calculator, as it has sharpened my memory and analytical capabilities. Memory means when we are able to memorize something permanently in our mind without having any sort of problem. And analytical capabilities, we call the person who is able to solve mathematical calculations in a very smooth manner, in a very easy manner. We can say his or her analytical capabilities are on peak. So because we were doing practice a lot on these complex derivations, so our analytical capabilities got improved. And then we can say nowadays without any calculator I do solve complex derivations smoothly, because we have done lots of practice. Now it's very easy for us to do it smoothly. Owing to we use as a synonym when we want to say due to. So smoothly due to practice, as practice makes a man perfect. It's just an idiom we want to mention and highlight the value of practice. So why we are able to do such complex calculations on regular basis without using calculator? Because we have done lots of practice on it. So this is all about the cue card. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you so much.